to Awakening with Amy Robeson live experience, the podcast. I'm so excited you are here. We are celebrating the fall equinox. We're celebrating the fall equinox. And this is an opportunity for you to close out the chapter from the previous season. So we get to say, thank you so much. We get to express gratitude. And then we welcome the new season with open arms. And this is a cue to our bodies, to our soul, to our being that gives us the opportunity to know what we're entering into. It's a cue that gives us the opportunity to know that we're entering into a new energy field, to a new frequency. And because of that, we are entering into this new experience of gratitude. And because we're entering into the fall equinox here in the northern hemisphere, you might be entering into spring if you are in the southern hemisphere, but for northern hemisphere, we are entering into fall. And so what that means is we have the opportunity to enter into flow. We have the opportunity to take a part of whatever the universe is offering to us in terms of that frequency, and then we get to ride that wave. And it doesn't matter what season you're in, we're entering into a new season, right? And so there's this flow that gets to happen. Let me know in the comment section if you are excited to enter into flow, if you are ready to enter into flow, if you want to be in a flow state. And let me know in the comment sections, what is a flow state? A flow state is when you and the universe are working together in harmony. And that doesn't mean that there's not hiccups along the way, because there are experiences that are necessary along the way for us to experience to grow. But what flow means is that you're in harmony. You're not trying to swim up the creek against the current, paddling in a boat. You are actually swimming with the current of life. You are swimming, you are letting the current float you down the river with ease and grace. And for me, I want that. I don't want to work 10 times harder than what I have to. And what we're entering into in terms of fall equinox and for the fall is we are harvesting what we planted in the beginning of the year, or possibly harvesting stuff that we planted many years ago where it's coming to fruition. And so this is all about abundance and bounty and just celebrating that we are going to get to reap the rewards of our hard work, of what we've been watering, what we've been nurturing, what we've been lovingly letting grow. And it is amazing. And I'm loving this. Yes, I want to be in flow. Yes, I'm feeling it. I was thinking about how aligned I was feeling. Yay, I love that. Rachel said, I'm in flow, baby. That's awesome. Sarah said, it's so ready for the next chapter. Danny, yes, yes, yes. Go with the flow. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. So here's the thing that some of you might be thinking. It's like, well, what did I plant earlier this year or a few years ago that is coming to get ready to be harvested? And that's something for you that I would highly recommend taking time to sit in introspection, sit in meditation, and taking the time to go, what were some of my goals earlier this year? What have what are ready to be acknowledged and to express gratitude for? Remember, gratitude is a daily practice. It doesn't have to be only when the season changes. Gratitude, and this is a big season of gratitude, especially for the the season that we're going into, because this is where you start to slow down. Now, it's not as slow as winter, but this is where you really start to slow down and you start introspecting. And this is where I think it can get really, really interesting, because you can end up manifesting some massive things at the end of the year because of this invitation to start slowing down. And it's not a slowdown all the way. It's just this, how can I start nurturing my body with this season? And this is a good thing to meditate on. It's a good thing to journal about this question. Like, how can I start nurturing my body, nourishing my body in a way that allows me to slow down, allows me to be in introspection, allows me to sit with certain things. And what you're sitting with is what you've planted, what you get to reward yourself with because you're harvesting those things you planted. What didn't go right? What are some of the things that maybe you fell short on, or became a learning experience for you? Or maybe you procrastinated and you've been wanting to do this thing over and over and over and over again, but you planted the seeds years ago, but you haven't watered it along the way. And so there are dreams, there are things that you want to nurture, you want to water, you want to allow them to come to life, but there's work that has to be done in order to do that. And so if there's things that you have not watered, that you haven't nurtured, what are those things and why haven't you done it? And sometimes it's just because it's not meant for you. It was an old dream a long time ago, and it's not meant for you to bring forward anymore. I know that for me, I have experience that where I've wanted something for so long. I wanted it for so long. I wanted it for so long. And I drug my feet on it. And finally, when I made the time to do it, it wasn't in alignment with it anymore. And that's okay. And I think that it's really important to focus on going, I'm going to let go of those things that I'm not in alignment with. Because one, it assists you in not feeling bad and not carrying a bunch of baggage that you're doing something wrong because you haven't been watering that are nurturing that particular seed. When you nurture the things that you are in full alignment with, when you nurture the things that, even if they're in full alignment, that they're hard, it makes you feel so unstoppable. It empowers you. But the things that are the shoulds and I wish, but are really not in alignment, let those things go. Because when you let them go, you make space for the ones that you are truly watering to flourish, and they become bigger and better than what you ever imagined they could be. So let me know in the comment section, what is one thing that you are letting go of that maybe was an old dream that's no longer necessary for you to hold on to anymore? And how does it make you feel acknowledging that thing and then letting it go? Let me know in the comments section. Because I'd love to hear from you. I know for me, this season that I'm about to enter into, this season for me, there's all sorts of big changes that I'm wanting to make next year. So there are a lot of things, even expectations of things that how I expected them to be and maybe how they didn't come out the way that I expected them. I'm letting go of those expectations. I'm letting go of even old offerings that I have some attachments to, but I know that I don't want to offer them anymore, and that's okay. And I think that even the way that I'm having relationships, the way that I'm showing up in those relationships, my expectations versus the way that I really want to show up, or the way that I am showing up, or the way that the person is showing up, is letting go of those expectations as well, because I think that that's really important too. And it fosters a more balanced relationship. Let's see. I'm letting go of fear, said Rachel. Joanna said, I'm letting go of guilt. Rita, I'm letting go of people-pleasing tendencies. Sarah, letting go of fear and control. Erica, the past, fear, and blocks so that I can move forward. Monica, I'm letting go of illness and disabilities. Sean, my purpose being achieved by working for anyone but myself. I like that. Kim, letting go of the must do this. Yeah. So it's like this energy of I must do this. I have to do this. Where it's like, no, I could do that. I could do it. It creates a little softening in what is available and what is okay to do and not to do, and it's quite beautiful. It's quite beautiful. Okay, I'm going to read a couple more of these, and then we're going to jump into the healing. Take a sip of water really quickly. Letting go of the must-dos. Joanna, this eclipse season has been intense. Yes, we just came off of, this is a cool time too. We just had a full moon. We had the eclipse. It's big. It's really, 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 really big. And if you have been feeling melancholy, if you've been feeling like, or just feeling lots of feelings, it's because there's a lot of energy that's invoking those feelings to come forward. Also, like I said, we're closing out a season, so that's coming to completion. We have the full moon that brings things into completion, and now we're entering into this new season. And so the stars, the moons, the planets are aligned so that you can be the best version of yourself. And everything's a cycle. Everything is a cycle. And so we're in this cycle, saying goodbye to summer, and we're entering into fall, or you're saying goodbye to whatever season you're in. If you're listening from a different hemisphere, and you're saying hello to the next season. So, okay. Deborah said, letting go of control issues. Another, letting go of procrastination. Danny said, I'm letting go of the version of me and of my life that is no longer in alignment with who I am. I'm right there with you, sister. Rachel, this eclipse season has brought me into a massive awakening like never before. So grateful to be here. Yeah, it is. There's always these invitations that are available from the universe, but sometimes we're not available to receive them. And so there's always invitations, and sometimes they have to be very intense invitations versus these soft, subtle hints along the way. So sometimes it's the massive ones, the intense ones that are a part of some special thing that's happening in the cosmos that allow you to really pay attention to it. So whatever it is and however it is that your awakening is going, because we're always in an awakening state, because once you awaken, you start to awaken to other things that you have been blinded to, subconsciously blinded to. And then sometimes we're consciously blinded to things because we don't want to look at them. But subconscious and conscious, whatever it is, we're always have this really beautiful invitation to awaken to something new. And it's up to us to accept the invitation or to be dragged by the invitation. Because sometimes if we like it or not, we're going to change no matter what. And it's, do you want to make it easeful or do you want to make it painful? And for me, I'm getting into the stage where I want it to be so easeful. I don't want it to be painful. And so when you take the time like this, what we're doing today, and celebrate the change and welcome the new thing, it assists with making those bigger awakenings easier to process and easier to navigate. And I'm saying it makes it easier. It doesn't mean that it's not intense. It doesn't mean that it won't be challenging at times, because we grow within the challenge, we grow within the intensity, but it doesn't have to be so intense that it hurts. But it can feel like it hurts because we have many deaths throughout our lifetime of illusions and identities. And so it's up to us on how we want to navigate it. So awesome, my friends. If you are new to me, I will speak light language. Light language is the cosmic language of your soul. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery while listening to this fall equinox healing meditation celebration. Some people go very, very deep into a trance. If you don't go into a trance, that doesn't mean it didn't work. It just means that it's meeting you where you're at. The healing, the meditation, any activation I do always meets you where you're at. We're doing it inside of the Akashic Records. And we're connecting higher self to higher self. Your higher self knows exactly what you're meant to be doing and how you're meant to be doing it. And if you fall asleep, come back and re-listen to this. The fall equinox isn't until the 22nd. We're doing it 2 days early. It depends on when you're listening to this. I'm filming this on the 20th of September. It's September, right? Yeah, it's September. Oh my gosh, I want to say it's August, but it's not. So yes. And if you want to listen to this more than once, you can. You can listen to this outside of the day of the fall equinox. You can listen to this anytime you want. It's going to meet you where you're at. What we're doing is we're celebrating harvest is what we're doing. And so when you choose to celebrate a harvest is totally up to you, my friends. Awesome. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. We are going to, you can stand, you can lay down, just make sure you are not driving or operating heavy machinery while listening to this. So whatever position you would like to take, go ahead and take it. Close your eyes, bring your awareness into your heart space. Sink into the sacred nectar of your being and receive a breath. So taking a nice deep breath in, cleansing breath out. Another nice deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Releasing your grounding cord into the earth. Allowing your grounding cord to root deeply into the earth. So it's going to go down, 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 down to all the layers of the earth until it hits the core of the earth, which is a crystalline ball of energy. And you're going to plug your grounding cord into that crystalline ball of energy, which is Mother Earth's heart chakra, Gaia's heart chakra. And when you plug in, you're connecting to the sacred feminine energy that nurtures you, that supports you, that gives you lots of bounty throughout the year. She's constantly feeding you and providing for you. And we want to just acknowledge Mother Earth. And we want to just give her a nice big energetic hug and say, thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for feeding me. Thank you for providing for me. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you're going to pull her energy up into you by an inhale. And on the exhale, feel her energy just surround you like a warm blanket. She's just holding you, loving on you. And then I want you to feel your energy connect up towards the great central sun, towards the great I am, towards God, universe, divinity, divine, source, whatever sacred title you give that sacred being, creation, creator. And then I want you to thank creation, creator, whatever sacred title you give that being, and feel creation's energy just surround you and love on you. And you're just going to say, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. And we're starting with gratitude. We're starting with this gratitude for the sacred feminine, for the sacred masculine, and for how we're whole and held, and how we're able to connect and be. And then I want you to take another nice deep breath in and a cleansing breath out, and you're going to notice a beautiful golden door in your heart space. And before you open the door, you're just going to take a moment to express gratitude for the season that is ending. So you're going to express gratitude for the season that is ending. You're going to just thank it. Thank it for all of its abundance. Thank it for all of its experiences that has allowed you to grow and all the fun you got to have. You're going to thank the season and the universe and Mother Earth for everything it's provided to you for that season, and all of your ancestors and guides and friends and colleagues and mentors that have supported you in that season. And then when you're ready, you're going to open this beautiful golden door that allows us to walk into the fall, the next season. And this beautiful space that you are in has trees that are starting to turn their leaves to reds and yellows and oranges. There's even leaves on the ground that are starting to turn crunchy and crispy beneath your feet. It's a beautiful splash of color everywhere, from the oranges to the reds to the yellows to the browns and even the greens. And I want you to notice in this beautiful sacred space that you are here to celebrate the season change, that there is a field of beautiful, beautiful crystalline, I'm seeing like little towers and little objects of crystalline energies that are in the field. Some are very big, big crops. Some are very small crops, low to the ground, like strawberries, where some are really big and tall, like corn. I want you to walk over to this field, and this field may even be representative, not even like crystals, but it may represent actual flowers and foods and things like that. The field is unique to you and to your being and where you are showing up at in this moment. And I want you to just acknowledge this beautiful field that you planted seeds in, maybe earlier this year, maybe many years ago. But it's time for you to harvest those seeds that are ready to be harvested. Some will definitely be from this year. Some will be from previous years. Some may even be from lifetimes ago that are ready to be utilized and experienced and very much be acknowledged. So you're going to start to walk along the field, and you're going to start to pick and harvest the crops that you are ready to harvest. Again, some might be plants, some might be food, some might be crystalline energy. Whatever it is, you have a big, gigantic bucket, basket, anything. It could be as big as you possibly need it to be, but you're going to start to put those things that you are harvesting in the basket, the bucket, the container. And even if they're very big, you might even just be placing them in your heart. Some you will want to place in your heart, some you'll want to place in a bucket or a container. And I want you to, as you're picking them, I want you to just feel the vibration and the frequency of that particular thing that you are harvesting. Some you might know what you are exactly harvesting, some you might not. And if you are harvesting any sort of food that you're like, I just want to take a bite out of that, go ahead and take a bite out of it. Or maybe they're flowers. Maybe you smell those flowers. Be in pure presence with it. Toromotrasi, trosatarapatrasi, sonama trapa 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 trapa, sonamatra papa saraka trasinumutre papa resinamutraha, sonamotra patra 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 patra. You're going to continue to gather your harvest. And I want you to gather as much as you possibly can. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your harvest. And again, it could be in a gigantic container. It could be just placed in the heart. It could be placed in the pocket. But there are 3 things out of the harvest you are going to sit and acknowledge. So I want you to take your harvest, and you're going to find a big, gigantic maple tree that's starting to turn colors. The leaves are starting to turn yellows and reds and oranges. And you're just going to sit underneath this beautiful tree. And you're going to take one of the things that you harvest, and you're going to come and place it up to the third eye. And I want you to just feel the frequency of this beautiful bounty that you planted as a seed, and now it's a full grown thing. What is that thing that you are holding on to? What is it that you just harvest? Is it self-empowerment? Is it a goal that you are achieving? Is it a feeling or an emotion of something that you're wanting to embody? What is it that you are harvesting with this beautiful thing that you're holding up to your third eye? And as you hold it up to your third eye, you're going to feel the frequency, and then you're going to pull it away, and it's going to turn into the very thing that it is meant for you to harvest. And you may see this, sense this, imagine it, know it, hear it, feel it, smell it, taste it. And then you're going to express gratitude for it. And then that thing that you just harvest, that you're expressing gratitude for, because it's frequency and we're frequency, it's going to speak to you. And that might be through feelings or emotions, or your guides might share something with you about it, but you're going to receive a message about it. And then when you're ready, you're going to thank it. And then you're going to grab the next bounty from your harvest that you're meant to acknowledge and to experience. But this one you're going to hold up to your heart. And you're just going to breathe with it. And as you're breathing with it, you're going to sense, feel, see, imagine, hear, know a message that you're going to receive about what you just harvest with this. And then when you're ready to move to the third thing that you are harvesting, that bounty, you're going to place that on your solar plex. So right below the heart chakra, right where your ribs start to split, your power center. So right above your navel or at your belly button, depending on where you connect to this. You're going to feel, sense, imagine, hear, acknowledge this bounty, what you just harvest. And then you're going to receive a message around it. And then when you're ready, I want you to stand up and just look at your entire harvest. There are so many other things for you to explore and acknowledge. And I want you to just express gratitude for the harvest, the bounty, the abundance of all of this beautiful, beautiful harvest that's before you. You might understand and know exactly what the harvest is, and some still have to sit on the kitchen counter for a little bit to ripen or in the refrigerator. And the guardians of the Akashic Records want me to say this special message. The kitchen is the heart of the home. This is where you nourish your body, your physical spaceship. And the harvest that you just harvest will nourish your mind, your body, your soul. And so some do require this invitation to still ripen within the kitchen. And the kitchen means within your heart, within your being, within your soul. And I want you to just breathe that in. And with any season change, there's an invitation to play. I want you to play within this sacred space, however you see fit. So that might just be running up and down the crops. That might be noticing there's a big, gigantic leaf pile that you can go and jump in and just play in. That might be picking some apples from a apple tree. It might be running around and doing something else in this sacred space, but I want you to just do something that allows you to have fun, allows your inner child to have fun in this really beautiful sacred space and enjoy it. Feel the laughter, feel the fun in the depths of your soul, in the depths of your heart. Feel the fun and give yourself permission to fully be immersed in the fun and in this sacred space. Sonamotru Saraha 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 Sugramaha Sugramaha Sugramaha. And then you're going to receive one more sacred message. This message may be downloaded into your energy field for you to receive at a later date through synchronicities, or it may be downloaded in for you to receive at this moment in time. Tora mama sarahu. Then I want you to take another nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Grab one of those beautiful leaves. Grab your harvest. You're going to take an inhale. And on the exhale, you'll find your way back into your heart space. Taking another nice deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. And whenever you're ready, you'll blink your eyes open, slowly taking your time, coming back to. Let me know how you are feeling, how you are doing. What did you harvest? And remember, if you didn't get any messages, that is perfectly okay and perfectly normal. Sometimes it has to sit in our energy field for us to receive it outside of this setting. So whatever you were receiving, even if you didn't feel like you got some messages, pay attention to synchronicities. Pay attention to messages and things that you're noticing and you have a draw to, or notice how that thing makes you feel. Also, please pay attention to the animal spirits. The animal spirits are spiriting, like they are spiriting majorly, and they are showing up in such a major way. And so pay attention to them because they have lots of messages for us right now. And the amount of animal spirit guides coming in right this second is insane, like absolutely insane. Let me know in the comment section, how are you feeling? How are you doing? I'm going to take a sip of water. Linda, I'm feeling much lighter. Rita, love, peace, celebrating my achievements thus far. Yay. Rachel, I first harvest diamonds. Those diamonds represent the prosperity, divinity, health, and freedom I planted in my life. I love that. Another person said, I saw a sunflower and I sensed an apple. Not sure what that means though. So I think it will depend on, you want to ask yourself, what do sunflowers mean? Both things have seeds in them. So if you think about a sunflower, it has sunflower seeds that it can harvest into, and an apple has the apple seeds that it can make many more trees. And so what are you wanting that has multiple things that can grow from it? And that's a really good sign. I love it. And sometimes we just need to meditate on it. Another person said, key, old book, dragon fire. Ooh. Barbara said, I harvested wisdom, joy, happiness, as well as beauty within myself, in the world. Just beautiful. Erica said that animal spirits came out to play with me. Yes, I was just talking to a friend of mine and I was just sharing how crazy the animal spirits are showing up. And she's like, I just had a conversation with a friend of mine about this too. So it's like, they're big. Like the animal spirit guides are coming in massive right now. Infinite Plan said, wow, I love that. I felt so much support from my higher self during the healing. I harvested survival and protection. Beautiful. Rachel, I sensed an apple too. Beautiful. Joanna, I harvested cannabis and crystals. I feel replenished. Crows came in and my spirit animal. This is cool. So here's the thing, guys. So when we get these are symbols, like symbols. And you'll want to sit with what that symbol means, because there can be a general symbol that, someone interpreted that symbol for you, but you know what that symbol means deep in your core, because your spirit guides, your soul, your higher self wouldn't have gave you that particular symbol without you understanding it. And it might take a while for you to understand what it is, but sit in meditation. This is where we get answers to our prayers and we receive a lot. So sit in meditation. Danny, I harvested crystal orbs, each representing love, courage, faith, self, and excitement. Bear spirit playing in the leaves. Ooh, I love that. Deborah got a cold chill when you did the light language. Sean, the tree I planted was a testament to and proof of my power and abilities. I planted the seed 53 years ago, so it would be the majestic and mighty tree it is today. Ah, that's so cool. My harvest was this earth and my entire life upon it. Beautiful. I can feel that in my heart. Barbara, my inner child, and I hung a swing from the maple tree, and then we played among the field, laughing and rolling in the leaves, just had fun. Yay. Awesome, friends. I love this. I hope you do something very special for the fall equinox. Like, I plan on having a bonfire and doing some journaling and just some deep introspection. Like, I'm going through this really deep review phase, I feel like, right now in my life. And if you're feeling that, sit down and do a review, because it's really important. And we are going to be doing a really special live next week, I believe. When are we doing it? I think we're doing it September 26th at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11, is that 11 a.m.? Yeah, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're going to be talking about star seeds. So if you want to come to the live experience, you can go to our YouTube channel. I'll make sure that's in the show notes if you're listening to this on the podcasting streaming platforms. If you are not on my email list and you want to get notified when we do these lives, you can join our email list at theamyrobeson.com and just sign up for our sacred gifts, or you can go to theamyrobeson.com/free, and you will get 20 plus free healings. And you'll get notified when we are doing special events. I do special events all the time. So I'd like for you to join us if that feels good. I'm excited for us to talk about the star seeds. Also, if you are interested in receiving a star seed activation, we have our star activation series on sale right now. I don't even know what that. We'll put that in the show notes. I'll pop that into the comments, and I can actually pop that in just a second here. Let me grab that. This is a really cool activation series. It's the Earth Star chakra. We're activating your star seed. So if you feel like you're a star seed, you don't want to miss this activation series. And we're also doing 50% off right now. So if you're interested in that, you can go to my website, theamyrobeson.com/courses, or if you are live on YouTube right now, I just popped that into the comment section to take a look at that. I am super excited. Like, we are, this is going to be a new chapter. So if you've had a rough year so far, set the reset button. We are entering into a brand new chapter. This is so much fun. It's so amazing. We have things that we can do and things that we can experience. And we're going to be able to have a different type of winter. I feel like this year has been a very interesting year. And if you take the time to just hit the reset button, you're going to reset in a different way than you have maybe in the past. So I hope to see you on the next live one. I'll see you in the next podcast that we have. We send out a new one every Monday. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Barbara said only a month away from the retreat. Yeah. So if you're a Sacred Awakening student and you want to come to our live retreat in San Diego, we are having that in a month. And I cannot believe that. Yes, it's a month away, 1 month. So if you have not signed up, if you're a Sacred Awakening student of mine and you'd like to come to San Diego and do a 3-day retreat, tickets are on sale right now. Don't miss out on that. And if you ever want to meet me in person and you're not a Sacred Awakening student, sign up for Sacred Awakening, because it is a really cool experience to have a part of your modalities and tools in your spiritual toolbox, to have the Akashic records, to have answers on demand. So awesome, friends. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.